Hollow. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I've talked about two things in the past. One being niche.com, as well as the top suburbs to live in the Austin area. I recently found an article on niche.com that rates the top 10 neighborhoods to live in Austin. If you don't know what niche.com is, it's a website that I really like using and recommend everyone uses to get information about neighborhoods, neighborhood ratings, school ratings, things to do, etc. This list is full of awesome neighborhoods that I know. I have a lot to say, so I'm gonna try to keep it kind of high level because this could be like a 2-3 hour video if we were to just dive in fully for each of these little pockets in Austin. Last week, we posted part 1 of this, where we counted down the top 6 neighborhoods to live in Austin. In this video, we're going to work our way from neighborhood number 5 all the way to the number 1 neighborhood to live in Austin. Okay, let's go. Hi guys, I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor here in Austin, Texas. I work with people from all over the world and all over the country that are looking to buy a home in Austin or sell a home in Austin. If you're thinking about making a move, my contact information is in the description below. You can also set up a one-on-one Zoom call directly with me. The link for that is also in the description below. Also, remember to subscribe and hit the notification button so you can be notified every time that I do a video like this one. Boom. All right, let's go. So number 5 on Niche's top 10 places to live in Austin is West Campus. And I was surprised to see West Campus as one of the top places to live in Austin. Full transparency, I think it's great and the location is fantastic and it is so full of life and activity. I personally really like it, but I have also heard that a lot of people don't love it there because it is on campus and there is so much going on there. There's a lot of partying going on. West Campus is known for being kind of like the party side of UT, which if you like having a lot of activity around you, it can be fine, but it can also get a little nonsensical. I think you can kind of fill in the gaps by what I mean with that. However, let's talk about why it might be on this list. The west border of West Campus is North Lamar. It runs down to MLK. It goes up to West 29th Street, and the east boundary, I guess you could say, is Guadalupe Street, or Guadalupe, as they say here in Texas. Incorrectly said, that's not how you say it. The cool thing about West Campus, and I'm just gonna clump in all of campus in general, is that it is so walkable and so incredibly convenient. There are coffee shops at every corner. There's a little Target store, like the store Target, right there in the middle of everything. There are so many different types of restaurants from all over the world. It's a very diverse place to go eat if you want some really good food. Things are open late, it's close to downtown, it's close to some really wonderful parks. One of my favorite parks that is just outside of West Campus, on the southwest corner of campus, is Peace Park. I mentioned Peace Park in the part 1 video of this video that we did where we talked about Old West Austin. It's a fantastic park. I'm not gonna go into detail about it right now, but it's super accessible and beautiful. There's also the Shoal Creek Greenbelt, and there's just a ton of stuff to do all around. So if you're a student, of course, and wanna live on West Campus, super convenient. Also, if you're just somebody that likes to be around a lot of activity, there are some beautiful new condo developments right there on the edge of West Campus, and there's also plenty of rentals. I don't work in rentals, I don't know the rental markets, so if you're thinking about renting in the area, I'm probably not your gal. But this neighborhood is awesome, and if you want to buy a condo here, I got you. Neighborhood number 4 on the top 10 list is way on the other side of town. It feels kind of random compared to all these other neighborhoods that we've been talking about, but it is actually a great area and I get why it's on this list. So number 4 on the countdown is Shady Hollow. If we look on the map, we can see that Shady Hollow is basically, if I'm guessing, it looks like it's on the southernmost border of Austin. So the west perimeter is literally where Highway Mopac and Highway 45 intersect, and the easternmost perimeter is Brody Lane. The area is really wonderful. There is so much going on really throughout this entire neighborhood, but Brody Lane just has so much happening. There's gyms, there's shopping, there's tons of parks, tons of walking, cool homes, kind of unique, like more Texas, like more Texas style, like what I think people would expect for Texas if they want more land. We tend to see homes that were built, I'd say closer to late 60s to early 80s with more spacious lots. So it's got a bit more of an established feel to it. We do tend to see some HOAs there, but not a whole bunch. So if we look on niche.com, it's got a rating of A+. It's got a rating for A in public schools. We will talk about that in just a second. A for housing, A+ for being good for families, C+ for nightlife, because there's not like any like nightclubs or like tons of bars and that kind of stuff there. But I mean, it's a good, convenient place to live, and it's a very comfortable part of town. So going back to what we were saying about the schools, most of Shady Hollow is zoned for Banneroff Elementary. I think I'm saying that correctly. So if we look on greatschools.org, we can see that Banneroff Elementary is rated 8 out of 10. And then for the high school, most of Shady Hollow is zoned for Bowie High School. I'm 95% sure that it's Bowie High School, guys, not Bowie. I don't know, I don't have high schoolers and I didn't go to high school there. We're gonna call it Bowie. Don't come at me at the comments. I'm doing what I can, y'all. Bowie High School is also rated 8 out of 10. So very desirable for a lot of these reasons. Moving right along on this list, neighborhood number 3. We're almost to number 1. What will it be? What will it be? What are your guesses? Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, spot number 3, it's Hyde Park. Hyde Park is very, very central. Basically, the boundaries of Hyde Park are 38th Street to 51st Street with a couple little kind of cuts in there. Hyde Park, I think, is an excellent representation of what Austin is and what people expect Austin to be. Hyde Park, I think, is considered a historical neighborhood. You tend to see older homes there. You do see some new construction as well. But this is a neighborhood where you can drive around, or walk around for that matter, and see some really beautifully kept Victorian homes with like heavy woodwork on the interior and like beautiful pillars and kind of cute peaks. I think really the main style of home that you see there though is more kind of this like cottage bungalow style. And something that I heard a long time ago that always stuck with me, that I have checked on this, is that a lot of the homes that are in Hyde Park were built right during or after World War II. A lot of them were there for soldier housing. You can find a lot of tiny little homes there that are literally 600 to maybe like 1,200 square feet that were meant for soldiers to live in. So at no point were they supposed to be luxury living. They were just supposed to be efficient quarters for US soldiers to stay in. Over time, because Austin has grown so much and this has become a more central, trendy, cool, fun neighborhood to live in, people have gone in and remodeled these homes, made them super cute. You can see a lot of times homeowners will paint these homes a fun color and just give them lots of pop. And it feels almost like a little artsy, along with these more historical kind of Victorian style homes as well. Hyde Park is a very, very friendly, very welcoming neighborhood. You will see flags from all over the world, flags supporting different causes throughout, and people will always say hi. You'll always see people out and about walking. I feel like everyone in Hyde Park has a dog. They'll always wave, they'll say hello. It's a friendly, chill place to live. It's also super close to another place that I really like called the Triangle, which is another shopping center. I've done an entire video about Hyde Park, so if you haven't watched that, I recommend you go check that out. And it's also right there really close to the North Central Market. Central Market is an H-E-B Whole Foods version of a grocery store. What makes Central Market special is, of course, they've got all sorts of organic produce and it's well priced, etc. And the location's fantastic. But they do a lot of really wonderful community events. I've been there multiple times for live music. They have a Latin band that comes and plays salsa a lot of times. My boyfriend's family is from Iran. He's Persian, and we've gone to Central Market to celebrate the Persian New Year. And it's not a very long celebration, but for what it is, it's super fun. They have musicians come, people come dance. They've got some food for Nowruz, not a lot, but it's wonderful, and it's a very cultural place. So that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I could keep talking about Hyde Park forever, but I won't, so let's move on. Neighborhood number 2 is another one that feels a little bit random compared to all these other pockets that we're talking about, but we're gonna make our way all the way north Austin to Brushy Creek. Brushy Creek is located just north of Highway 45, which is our east and west toll road. This area is super cute. It's got a completely different feel than all these other neighborhoods that we've been talking about. We can see homes that were built kind of like in the mid to late 80s to the early 90s, sometimes a little bit newer than that as well. Brushy Creek is very popular. If we look on niche.com, of course, it's also rated A+. Some of the things that people really love about it is the location, because it's right there by Round Rock, by Cedar Park, just south is Austin, and there's just a ton of stuff to do. Access to so many things is pretty quick, which people love, especially living in a suburb. It's rated A+ for the public schools, and it's rated A+ for being good for families. Of course, the two go hand in hand. Every time that I've had clients that want to buy a home in Brushy Creek, it's because they have a family and they want highly rated schools for their kiddos. Brushy Creek is great for the type of homeowner that wants a home with some character, but still some organization, if you will, in the community. Some of the communities in Brushy Creek have an HOA, but it's a very loose HOA. It's like small quarterly fees that you pay. Instead of like $100 a month, it might be closer to 50 quarterly or something along those lines. There's also neighborhoods in Brushy Creek that don't have an HOA altogether. So you have a little bit of freedom as far as a homeowner and what you can do with your home. You're not necessarily gonna get a nasty letter in the mail every time that you don't mow your grass. And here we are, you guys. We have made it to the #1 spot, according to niche.com, to live in Austin, and that is the Gateway neighborhood. So, the Gateway neighborhood is largely a shopping center, and I'm honestly not sure why that is on the list. There's some apartments you can rent there. I actually looked up the statistics on niche.com because I was very confused when I saw this, and it's 98% renters, because I know there's a handful of apartment complexes, but then there's tons of shopping. It's largely commercial, and it's not, I don't think it's the best place to live in Austin. It's a great place to hang out, and there's awesome neighborhoods around there, but Gateway proper is not the best place to live in Austin. However, I do have another gate-themed neighborhood that is fantastic that I would love to share with you instead. So if you will allow me, doesn't matter because I'm gonna do it anyway, we're gonna talk about the Westgate neighborhood located in South Austin. Let's take a look at that. The Westgate neighborhood is literally just south of Highway 71, which goes east and west. It's a very cute, very established feeling neighborhood. It's grown a ton over the last 15, 20 years. It's known for having older homes that were built like in the 60s and 70s, very spacious lots, lots of trees. It's flat. You don't necessarily see a ton of trees and like massive scenery, but it's a really great and convenient place to live. There's plenty of sidewalks. You can walk outside. You can walk to the grocery store. There's also a central market over there that is absolutely fantastic, and they've got a really great shopping center. If you want to hop in the car or get on a bike, you can go to Target. There's a little Sprouts grocery store over there and tons of things to do. You're also going to be about 10 to 15 minutes from downtown, so if you want to go to Lady Bird Lake or if you work downtown, the South Congress area, it's going to be very, very convenient to get there. There's also a beautiful park right there in the middle of the Westgate neighborhood that has a playscape, and there's like a little workout area that you can set up at. And I see people over there every now and then doing like workouts, like boot camp fitness type classes, etc. And people really love the Westgate neighborhood because it is really easy access to so many things. So if you're somebody that likes the South Austin lifestyle and the vibe without committing to going way south, Westgate is a really great compromise because you have the quirk and the funk and the proximity to downtown without being that far south, while still having tons of amenities and tons of stuff to do right there in your neighborhood. Anyway, we covered a lot of ground in this video. Like I said earlier, I have done videos on a lot of these specific neighborhoods. So if you have questions about these specific neighborhoods, go watch the videos or leave a comment. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. If you have a suggestion for other videos that we should be doing, leave a comment. Remember to always be respectful in the comment section. I love responding to you guys, and I so appreciate you guys taking the time to leave a well thought out comment or suggestion. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor here in Austin. Bye-bye.